Hi guys, so today is the day that we're going to review Neverwinter Dungeons and Dragons MMO. This version is actually the version on the PS4, not on the PC. I will do a review on PC later on because the PC version is more advanced in terms of storyline than on the PS4. I think it's about 3-4 months ahead. Exactly identical to what's going on with Star Trek Online. Star Trek Online on the PS4 is still on Age of Discovery, while on the PC we already are on the House Divided. The House Divided is actually the latest DLC for Star Trek Online, only available on PC. I think on September it's coming for PlayStation 4 as well. And we already have another DLC on Neverwinter that is coming on September as well. So as you can see, the selection screen is quite simple. You can actually mark the character as your main character, which is a, curiosity that other games don't have. So let's go through to the more advanced character that I have. Now, there is the problem that on the PC side, the bugs are many, and they passed on to the PS4. And the PS4 has bugs of its own. Of course, we can never advance much without publicity of what's coming and what's on the store, which is pretty annoying. But it's it's mainly on most MMOs out there. Graphics-wise, this game has been revamped over the years. This game is about 11 to 12 years old. And graphics-wise, I think it's pretty decent. It started off with a big DLC, with a big upgrade for the graphics about when the PlayStation 4 launched this game. That upgrade also affected the PC side, so PC players also had better graphics. So, as you can see, unlike most MMOs out there, this is not a full open world. The fighting areas are, of course, open world, but the rest of the map that we're going to see is actually not open world at all. We're going to head to a doorway, which is actually a door. As you can see here, it's not an open world. You have to travel via load screen to different areas of the game world. This is the main social hub, Protector's Enclave. Hasn't seen much change since the launch of the game. This is actually Neverwinter. And if you ever played a Neverwinter Nights on the PC, and more recently the remastered version on PlayStation 4, actually this looks nothing like Neverwinter looked like on that game. So I'm not sure if this is the past, the future, or the present of Neverwinter. or the other game is more correct than this game. I have no idea. So I guess it's one of those things that explain itself, I think. But yeah, not so much. So you have tons and tons of classes in the game. As you can see, the graphics are quite decent for an 11-year-old game. Of course, everything was revamped, as I explained quite a few years ago. I'm not sure if this game will be transferable to PS5. My guess is yes, it should, because most games will be retro compatible, so I guess it will. As you can see, decent graphics. In terms of sound, the music is decent. The music is quite decent. Controls on the PS4 are a little bit confusing. For example, if you hold the X button, like I am not right now, it doesn't jump. Although, if you press L1X, it does jump. So, a little bit confusing there. But apart from that, the game has a very decent control and management screen, as you can see here. Pretty straightforward. As you can see here, you have appearance, which is wardrobe that you can change. Although you are still using top-notch gear, you can look whatever you want. Selection of mounts. I only have a few. So, of course, on Cryptic Studios store that you can access. Here on the Zen Market, it's identical to Star Trek. So if you want to look a little bit more pretty, if you want to actually ride tremendously cool mounts, have different companions, you're going to have to spend money. So this, for example, if you want to ride a blue butterfly swarm, yeah, you're going to have to cough up almost 30 euros. So, not really inexpensive game. Of course, you can play the game without those perks. You can actually play the game with the basic equipment. There's actually events that give you different mounts, different armors, wardrobe, things like that. Very interesting concept indeed. So the world feels vibrant, although I'm not seeing actually a lot of players. Different game stances. See here on the broker area if we see more players. Yes, we are starting to see a couple of more players around. as you can see. So all in all, the game is very stable. As I explained, it does have its bugs, its quirks. So my advice is explore it. Really download the game onto your PlayStation. Perhaps you'll really like it and start playing it. There are a lot of players out there waiting to meet you as well. So all in all, it's a very good acquisition if you choose to pick it up. Also, this is deserving to mention, it's free. You don't have to pay a dime to play this game. As I explained, you don't need those perks on the store in order to reach top level. All you need is actually to play the game. The game itself will give you new mounts from time to time. Very decent armor looking. This armor that I'm wearing really looks nice, and it's not in any way, shape or form bought from the Zen store. So as you can see, you have a very good selection without having to go to your wallet and giving money to buy Zen. Unlike Star Trek, which is from the same company, Star Trek, you do need to cough up about 30 euros to have a tier 6 starship, or wait for an event and get the tier 6 ship that the event offers. So all in all, guys, this is a very good game. Do explore it. It's a very good option for an MMO on the PS4. Not so much on the PC, because we already have superior MMOs out there on the PC side. So I'm going to show you what type of characters you can create. So you have a very wide gallery of customization on the game. Beforehand, the game is currently on the DLC called Ravenloft, so it's the DLC of vampires. The server is also called Shard. The main server is also called Shard, same as in the Star Trek Online. Actually, when one shuts down, the other one shuts down as well. So this is the start screen when you start the game to create your character. Of course, you can create a human, a half orc, wood elf, sun elf, dwarf, halfling. Okay, let's just call it a hobbit, a half elf, a tiefling, a drow, a dragonborn that you can acquire by buying the dragonborn race pack, and also a dragon forge lockbox, which will give you the metallic ancestry dragonborn. A gif, a moon elf. Not even going to name this, so I'll just call it a renegade. Each character has its own racial abilities. For example, let's go for the tiefling. Blood Hunt, ability scores in Infernal Wrath. Halfling, Nimble Reaction, Bolt, and grants you +2 Dexterity, +2 Charisma, +2 Constitution. while on the Tiefling the ability scores is 2 Charisma, 2 Constitution, 2 Intelligence. So each race has its own perks and quirks for you to explore. Let's create a Wood Elf. So these are the jobs that you can do. Fighter, really straightforward. Sword and Shield. Barbarian, two-handed swords and axes. Paladin, heavy shield, heavy mazes. Warlock, dark sorcery. Ranger, of course, bow and arrows and daggers. Wizard, which is sorcery. Cleric, it's light sorcery that you can use for healing and also big damage. Rogue, daggers and stealth, and that's it. Here you have to pick and choose what you want as a racial ability bonus. Dextry in Intelligence or Dextry Wisdom. And of course, to finish, you get to shape your character as you see fit. So as you can see, a wide range of customization to create your character. So that's it for Neverwinter. If you get tired of the music, just shut it off. That's what I do. Same goes with Star Trek Online. The music is very straightforward, but with time tends to be repetitive and quite annoying at times. So guys, have fun, download this game, and our scale and grade will go for 8 out of 10. It could be a little bit above that if they cleared most of the bugs out, but let's just say 8 out of 10. Very good MMO, please explore it, meet people online, and have fun. Keep gaming, guys.